everybody. Welcome to the first episode of Kaiju and Coffee. I'm Travis. This is Nick.
Hi.
We just watched Godzilla, Planet of the Monsters. It was third time for me, second time for you, right?
Yeah.
I need to see that because multiple times because of the subtitles. I can't help it. Look at them sometimes, and like the first time I was like doing nothing but reading. But just to preface, I haven't seen any anime aside from like the bigger ones that everybody's seen, like Dragon Ball Z and Ghost in the Shell and Akira, and the Resident Evil CGI ones. I've seen those as well. You seen any?
If Pokemon counts as a kid, I've seen that. That's about it. So.
Pokemon.
Yeah,
Hey, we'll
I
count
know.
it. Why not? But yeah, we texted about it at first, right? And you were saying that you were looking forward to the next one.
Oh yeah.
And I said I was too, but because I was hoping to see more doing and a little less talking, because there was a lot of dialogue in it, kind of like with Shin Godzilla.
Yeah, not
But,
as much though.
Throughout, I mean, it just drove the plot. But
Yeah.
In the beginning, it was like you were really trying to play catch up. That beginning was rushed. It seemed really rushed. Because I actually paused it the first time I watched it, and it was like monsters showed up, aliens showed up, they built Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah.
That didn't work.
I had forgotten about the Mechagodzilla part the first time I watched
work.
it.
Like
There's so much they go.
Yeah.
Over, like,
Batteries not
time.
included for
Yeah.
Mecha Godzilla, and then they go to space, and that's all in literally 10 minutes. So it's like, whoa, you're really trying to play catch up. What did you think of the design of Godzilla?
I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah, I like whenever it's different. For so long, it was basically the same thing, and then I guess with the '98 one, the different design, maybe scared like some filmmakers from doing a different design. But I think until like with the 2014 one, especially when they changed the design up and it worked, I think now they're not as afraid. Like Toho changed the Shin Gojira's is completely different.
Did you think this one looked like the American one?
From 2014?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But in the same, there's many things are different though.
Right.
It's not just a complete exact copy of the same thing. The older Godzilla that emerges at the end, that's kind of has a goatee, I think.
Spoilers alert, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna talk about the whole thing because it's just the first part of a trilogy, anyways. I went into this completely cold. I saw a picture of the ship on Tumblr just by circumstance, so I went into this completely cold. And I realized once I got a good look at Godzilla, I was looking forward to seeing him hand animated. Which I realize now is unrealistic in this day and age. I expected some CGI, but I didn't expect the extent of the CGI that they used. But actually I thought Godzilla looked kind of like shit, like animated shit in a few of the angles. But not to say he looked bad, it's just that some of those angles he looked like
glob of shit.
Yeah. I was like, are they doing this on purpose? So I wasn't expecting all the CGI, but there were some shots I really liked, like when they're fleeing at the beginning and he just toasts that ship, and there's it's just a fiery hellscape.
Yeah, I want to say he's a fucking asshole in this movie.
As they're trying to escape.
And it's not like in like other ones where he's just like a monster that's lost and trying to find its way and just destroying as he goes. It's almost like he knows what he's doing. Like look in his eyes, the close-ups of his eyes. It's like he knows what he's doing. So yeah, he's a freaking asshole at this point.
Yeah, but I was pulling for him though.
Yeah.
Every time he shot that breath, I was like, fuck yeah. It was like a bass drop, a few of them, when he exploded out of the mountain, which looked really cool with the dust cloud and everything. And
it's quicker too.
It's like a
movie.
bass drop. It's his entrance music. But yeah. There at the end, I was getting a little worried because I paused it, and it was like I could see it was getting down to the end, and it was still all like the happy music, and we did it and everything. And I was like, I know there's going to be more, so he can't be, dead. So I mean, he's got to come back, right? And he did. Oh boy, did he! He was like way bigger, apparently.
That's a totally different Godzilla.
I thought it was the original.
Oh, it's the one from the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, yeah, and he's like, oh, he's even more badass.
So there's a possibility that there's more
right
on the whole planet that they haven't found yet.
Well, it's called Planet of the Monsters.
I was expecting more monsters.
Yeah.
But...
yeah, they kind of like told you where they were going from the name. We go to space, and I'm like, well, but it's called Planet of the Monsters. The monsters are back there, so
Godzilla in space?
We're gonna have to go back there. Like, just go back. And they're like, they got a hem and haw about going back, and then they go back. It's just like, yeah, that was an interesting choice. But I was kind of expecting more Godzilla. But that's, it being the first one, they're gonna get more in the second one. He just kind of stood around when he was there, firing the occasional awesome breath,
turning his head and shooting.
Yeah, like looking at these unsafe space motorcycles. People are falling off these motorcycles.
Which I'm gonna say you couldn't get away with that with live action.
No,
with animation you can.
No, certainly not. I mean, it would look bad.
Yeah,
it would look really bad. But yeah, I would want a seatbelt on those things. But yeah, there wasn't a lot of Godzilla, which in retrospect is obvious. They gotta talk about it for a while first. But yeah, I was pulling for him pretty much whenever he was on screen. But then their plan was starting to work, and I was like, oh, come on, you can do it. And then they just blew his ass up, which I don't know. Have we ever seen that before? Like him get blown into these bloodless shards.
Wow. I'd have to think pretty hard. But I don't think so, no.
Were there any references? Any callbacks?
Not that I caught.
I wouldn't really. I don't know if I'd really catch that stuff.
I mean, if when the original Godzilla comes up from the Earth, maybe that could be an homage to Godzilla versus Mothra when he comes up. But
right.
Right.
A couple of the bass notes I thought were a little similar to the music when he's like, "You're still down there. I knew it."
Yeah.
And I pointed that out, but in Shin Godzilla, they said, the Americans wanted to nuke Japan if need be, and they were like, oh, that's easier for them to say all the way over there. And they said, well, if it was New York, we'd do the same thing. And from the picture, it looked like Godzilla was in North America when they nuked him with like
150 warheads.
It was a lot. It looked like
evacuated.
It pretty much peppered the whole country, or the whole Midwest, certainly, and made that inhabitable for the foreseeable future. But yeah. So yeah, seemed a little rushed. What was with that? You said that was the sister? There was his sister.
I think that was the main character's sister.
That was my guess too, but I was like,
I forgot her name.
Yeah, me too. But when he gets like field promoted, she's like dogging on him right behind his back. She's like, that's crazy. But then at the end of the speech, she's like the first to salute, so I guess maybe she felt bad. But that was pretty awkward, like throwing him under the bus, standing right behind him. And apparently her own brother.
I mean, as far as like the whole space thing, it kind of threw me off at first because I wasn't expecting any kind of space scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
I didn't read in too much about it before I watched it, so I mean, to kind of avoid spoilers and whatnot.
Yeah, so you went into it pretty cold too.
Yeah.
Cool.
But it's the first episode, and we're doing the most recent Godzilla film.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that was the idea.
We figured it'd be a good starting point.
Well, there's nothing else newer.
No.
Did you hear where they're going with this?
The trilogy?
Yeah, well, the next one apparently is going to have Mechagodzilla. And maybe he'll work this
Maybe
time.
it'll work, yeah. If I'm guessing, I would assume they would have King Ghidorah in it at some point.
Yeah?
Maybe bringing him from one of the other planets that got destroyed.
Yeah.
So I think there was talk about, like, another monster destroying a different planet or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the dude said that. I mean, basically.
I forgot the name of the alien race that said that, but it's hard to keep track of all the names.
It took me a while to figure out there were like two sets of aliens.
I didn't realize until the second time I watched it.
Yeah, one of them ships looked like Christmas cookies, Christmas ornaments or something. Like they're surrounding the UN building with Christmas ornaments. Like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got everything in an opening montage.
A lot of
that repeated itself once it got back around to the ship blowing up again.
Mm-hmm.
They ate up a lot of screen time with that space thing.
With the ship blowing up?
Well, just the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, we gotta go to space now. We gotta go back from space.
Are we watching the animated version of 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Yeah, the warp scene wasn't quite as spectacular.
That wasn't Star Wars.
They were just kind of there.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here we are.
Yeah.
It is blue. Yeah, it's blue.
That was pretty fucking blue.
Yeah. It changed a lot, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought the, razor sharp leaves in the tree was cool. I mean,
I was surprised nobody got hurt from that.
right?
It's pretty hazardous.
I wouldn't run through that.
Well, luckily they weren't going that way.
Yeah.
He just happened to find that. They could have spelled doom. What was up with those little monsters?
The dragons?
Yeah.
I don't know. Pretty cool design.
Were they?
I thought they were.
It looked a little wobbly when it came in the command center, I thought. It looked like a PS2 cut screen,
Yeah, maybe. But I think it looked alright.
No, the design was
when they were
fine.
flying, it looked really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
To me, it did.
All right. I like the profile of the I don't know, I guess we'll call him Super Godzilla, the big one.
Oh, yeah.
And you saw the profile and he's just looking all
Not the
cool.
1993 video game.
Yeah. So, you liked it?
I did.
You did?
I'm looking forward to the next two.
Okay.
It's definitely a step up from the Hanna-Barbera cartoon from the 70s and 80s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
To say the least.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
I'm not sure. I don't think there's ever been besides that, an animated Godzilla film.
They made one for the American.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I never saw it. I just know that it existed.
I watched it as a kid when it aired, and it was pretty good.
I think I heard that it wasn't bad.
Yeah. Better than the actual movie was.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. It looked good. It was a little too sleek for my taste, but I know we're not gonna get hand-drawn stuff anymore. I mean, well, it's probably digital, but
it'd be nice,
whatever.
but like, why would they do that when they could just
Right. Anything else you got to say about Godzilla, a Planet of the Monsters?
I just want. Hopefully, next time around we see more monsters.
Montage of the monsters.
Yeah, it would be cool. But whatever monster they have fight him better be fucking big like he is. They don't stand a chance.
Yeah.